Welcome, Unity Trader and Dark Fleet fans, to Round 2 action of the 4 Power 2 Balance Tournament. My name is Left Bauer, and I will be casting Game 1 of this Best of 3 Round 2 action. This game today is played on the map Shuriken. As a reminder to everyone tuning into this match, on the screen are the 7 available maps for teams to choose from in this tournament. Starting from the top left, we have Shuriken, Transstav, Scrambler, Hammerfall, Crossfire, High Stakes, and the 6-player map Razor's Edge. Each team bans 2 maps, then each team picks one of the remaining 3 maps to play games 1 and 2 on. Then the map for game 3, should it go to game 3, is the remaining map. For this round 2 action, let's take a look and meet our teams. Today on Team SOMA, we have Matthias BRZL, who I'll refer to as Matthias or Math, and Avazareth. On Team TheHermits, we have Cybermonkey and B-Intro using the in-game name of Tillinks, and I'll refer to as Tillinks for this game. Both teams won their first round matchups, and so this is round 2 to continue to see where these teams go and who will be meet in the grand finals in round 3. As stated, this game is played on a new map for this tournament known as Shuriken. This is, as you can see, a very shuriken-shaped map where each team starts in one of the corners, and as we look at the future orbits, we can see that the outside of the map continues to rotate away from each other, and all of the interior maps seem to rotate around the sun in the circle there in the center. Each team is given their homeworld on the corners, and they have a pocket tier 1 planet each with ices on both of the hermit planets, and then an ice and a volcanic on Team Soma's planets. And then what we have in the middle is towards the other teams, as we kind of have 3 pocket asteroids on each team, and it looks like everybody's got the same pocket asteroids here in this one. And then the next planet interior is another tier 1 planet. It looks like we have 3 barons and then 1 volcanic down here for Tillinks to capture. And then in the middle we have some tier 3 planets, which would be the gas giant, the desert planet, the Terran planet, and then the geomagnetic planet. In between the lanes, you can see here, oh, and I missed one. Then there's a 4th asteroid interior from your tier 1 planets, and it looks like Avazareth has been gifted a hive asteroid. Hive asteroids are much better substantially than a regular asteroid just because of the population you get, and so he lucked out on that one, and he'll hopefully get the income based on that one. Let's see what else. We do have the minor factions on this map. We have the pirate base, we have the Jiskun Expeditionary Force, and we have the Ivan's Fine Frigates. I don't think anyone has scouted them all yet, so we can't really go over the tech on them, but we'll get there at some point, I'm sure. Really the big one early game is the Jiskun faction, where we have Colony Seed Nanites and possibly Frontier Colony Link. I don't expect to be getting into either the 4 or the 6-point upgrades. And then on Ivan's light frigates, we have the 4 cost for the 50 supply of light frigates, and I don't see that these really will go that far. But then probably the biggest one here will be the pirates and the boarding crew item, and very possibly Smuggler's Den, but I expect a lot of boarding crew play from the teams. So we'll do a quick review of their openings, because this game does go pretty quick in the early part. So Matthias does research, or does go for the tier 2 harmony, still needs to research it, but does grab the influence, grabs the temple, and grabs the homeworld and the commerce, which is pretty expected, and started with the progenitor mothership, which I believe he has started with in at least one, if not both, of his first round games. Avazareth this time has gone with the Marza Dreadnought start. I know for certain the one that I casted started with the Akon. And so the Marza will be a new change for Team Hermits to deal with. Has also started working towards Tier 2. I believe is just waiting on things to finish building, but does have it queued up ready to go. Starts with the Derelict Specialist, the Asteroid Mercantile Mandate, which makes a lot of sense just because there are so many asteroids available on this map. The Terran Commerce upgrade, and then the Influence points. Over for Cyber Monkey, we do see a Radiance battleship start, which I believe is different than his first 2 games. So it'll be interesting to see how this Radiance plays into it. You will note, and one thing I did miss at the beginning, is we have Advent and Terran and Tech matched up on both sides of the map. And we do have a full mirror match, I believe, because it is 2 Advent Wraths and 2 Tech Primacies. So we'll see how these two factions interact with each other. We can already see a difference, and I'm gonna keep going through here. So we do see the Radiance. We'll look at Tillinks real quick. Did start with the Acon, and also going into Tier 2. Looks to be going for trade ports, and see if there's any queued up yet. Has 1 up. So we do see a little bit different tactic here on how these teams are looking to colonize. So Team SOMA has completely ignored all or both of their pocket planets in the back, and I don't think that that's a wrong play in any way. It's just, it's such a safe planet, you would want to maybe upgrade that, put some important buildings on it, but maybe they're looking to just get the quick expand out and ignore it completely. And we do see Matthias does have this moon down here. I do want to check something. Yeah, he doesn't even have Arctic or volcanic researched at this point. One of the things that Math is quite fortunate to have is because he is Advent, he does have a desert planet towards the center here. One of the unique things that Advent gets as just being an Advent is you can recolonize your own home planet type. So having this desert in the middle is going to be quite a boon for him if he chooses to go towards the center here. But again, completely ignoring this volcanic even, and it looks like Avazareth is going to maybe also ignoring. Let's see if we see what he did here. Nope, he is going for Arctic, so maybe he's just a little bit delayed compared to where Math is. But Math is going in for this desert here, so continuing to quickly expand towards the center of the map. And like I said, in very different play from both of these teams. We do see Team Hermits going for those back pocket planets, getting the 3 asteroids in the front, continuing to go towards the barren planet here in the front, and then likely we'll just expand to these ones here, where Tillinks will go for these 3 here, because he's already been raced to this moon and is a little bit behind on that one.
Our forces have engaged the enemy.
We do see Avazareth and Matthias continuing to increase their military forces. We see Avazareth now with 11 Shuriken gunship corvettes, which I don't think we've seen very much of thus far on any faction for this tournament. Shuriken, very good at killing kobolds, not very good at killing much else. And unless you can get that speed upgrade, where is it? If you can get the speed upgrade for the Corvette max speed, maybe can deal a little bit with Tempests, but for the most part, really can't do a whole lot else. So Avazareth does now have this ice planet, and it looks like Cyber Monkey is continuing to take this barren planet. Is he waiting anything here? Not really. Nope, now he has it. But as I said, we do see this desert planet taken very quickly by Math. Let's see what he's researching. So he is going Tith Sanctum, ignoring orbitals for the time being. Did go for a very fast level 2 on empathic alignment for more influence. Sitting at 5 already. Does have the culture down on the home world to get that nice boost to both your commerce and your money. Avazareth continuing to push up towards Cyber Monkey here. Do we know if Cyber Monkey and Tillinks know? Yeah, they don't know that Avazareth is already pushing towards this front here, and I think that they're just going to continue going here. They do see that the desert was taken, so we'll see if there's a reaction from Cyber Monkeys on that one. The Akon, though, continuing to do really what it does is just goes very slowly through the teching and through the build of the ship. Really, what you're looking for, he does have 2 points into mobile trade port, already has 9 trade port slots allocated. So doing quite well, at least for income, sitting at 57.1, 5.7. And we see Avazareth at 51, 7.4, and 6.4. So just from the sheer number of planets that have been conquered by Avazareth, he's continuing to have more money and more resources. Where he's now on 8 planets, Tillinks is on 6. Just grabbed this volcanic planet, so there's not much to really. Or he's gonna grab this ice asteroid, and then maybe he'll be able to secure this one in the middle. But we do see a posturing of Avazareth's ships. Looks about to be 120 supply. Do they know that this is empty? They might. 3 minutes ago they realized it was empty, so it's possible that they'll continue to go in there. But we do see a significant planet lead here for Team Soma with 8-8 versus 5-4.
Civilian structure complete.
Matthias also going for Tier 3, or for Harmony 3 here, instead of teching up into Hostility. Still has some space left available in his fleet, so has not really spent a whole lot of money on fleeting, and has spent a lot of money really just to tech up here. And what is it that he's researching? Grabbing the Crystal Enrichment Center immediately once this is up, and no other researches at this time. Already has it queued up on both of these desert planets, so really looking to get his crystal income upgraded. Now we do see Avazareth pushing into this asteroid here. I'm going to turn so we can see if any other engagements happen on the other side. So continuing to bomb out this planet. Does have 2 points into Raise Planet and 2 points into Concussion Charge, which I think is the right move. I know my other co-caster, I believe it's Biavore, so I apologize if I'm butchering that. We're in agreement that precision targeting, since it doesn't do anything with Missile Barrage, is really just kind of a skill you don't want to spend too much time on. So I like the Raised Planet too. I like the Concussion too. Let's see. Avazareth would have liked to have seen Pillage War Chest just to get that much more income, but losing this asteroid is definitely worth something that you can do to set back the other player. Alright, we do see Math moving towards the star. Where is he going? Oh, he's going straight for the geomagnetic planet. Now, this is a very well-defended planet with 3 Harkas, 2 Javelises, and a bunch of light frigates and flak frigates, plus all the ones on the derelict. Most likely going for this derelict. It is a Tier 2 derelict with some Tauronite. Obviously, that would be helpful for just about anyone, but we'll see what we have there. So we have first contact. Avazareth is checking to see what's on this planet. Runs his gunships into the Tempests. Will these Tempests kill them? First one's down. There's first blood. Second one down. Is this third one going to get away? It is not. So Avazareth loses 3 Corvettes just trying to warp around and get some intel. Alright, so going into Tier 2 military, and we see Provisioning Doctrine available immediately on research. Continuing to get the technologies here. Again, we still don't see trade ports, and we don't see modular architecture, which is kind of a different application than we've seen most of the tournament. But I do like what I see here is he does have a broadcast center here on his ice planet, and maybe is using this defensively. Maybe is getting culture defensively. So for those that aren't aware, Advent Wrath, let's see if I can find it. So Advent Wrath has a really great skill called Chastise. Now it does require that you have dominant culture to use it, and what it will do is it will slow down the max speed and the turn speed of all of your ships when applied, and slows down missiles so that you have additional time to point defense them down. So because Avazereth is so heavy into the corvettes, he's got 22 of them, slowing them down would greatly improve how strong the Tempests would be. So before we go into this fight, we do see Matthias does have this geomagnetic planet in the back, and it looks like Tillinks is checking out this moon, but there are 6 beam defense platforms already on it, so it'll be quite difficult for him to get through without much pierce. But we do have a fight going off here between Avazereth and Cybermonkey, and we have a significant, actually these are very quite good counters for each other right now. So we do see the Detonate Antimatter and the Animosity with 1 point in Energy Absorptive Armor, gets the Plasma Nova down on most of these frigates here, and you can see all of Avazereth's corvettes are already dead. There's none left for him, and they're either on their way or they're not here. But these Tempests have killed every single one of them, and it looks like Cybermonkey is continuing to focus fire down these light frigates.
Military research complete.
And then he'll go after the Marza. So Marza's still quite healthy, just double checking we don't have another fight going on. We do have 3 autocannons coming up for Avazereth. Hopefully, I assume to kill either these Disciples or to kill these Tempests. Avazereth continuing to run his Marza around. It does not have the armor patch kit on it that it needs to have to survive. And boarding crew's on cooldown, so he may just take crippled hull damage. I don't expect him to take full death damage, just because Tempests and there's not enough damage here for these fleets. So he may go into crippled hull, but that's I think as far as he will go. Unlocking repair droid in the background. Yep, there we see the crippled hull, but he's going to get out. There's no way to stop him from getting out. I did already look at my notes on this one. It does have a retrofit bay already available here on this ice planet, and the repair droid is just about to finish, so this will be able to heal that Marza up quite quickly. And we do see Tillinks continuing to go into this moon, or go at least past this moon. He's losing a couple of ships here every once in a while. Math, let's see how many kills we have. 1. Just 1 kill so far. We have a push in, or no, we don't have a push in. We have a Cybermonkey clearing these turrets here. He's going to lose a significant number of Disciples if he's not careful. Turrets, because they have 600 durability, these Tempests aren't doing very much. They're maybe doing, I think it's 17% damage. So very little damage. But we do see Matthias going into this ice asteroid in the back here with a significant number of Disciples. Count 40 Disciples on his in his military, and does have the extra tech for telepathic for higher command points. Not spending really that much on his fleet though. Maybe it's a scouting thing. Sending the progenitor in to bomb out this ice asteroid, and then is going to stop this autocannon from going up. And we do see a Sova coming in. Level 2 Sova for Tillinks. Does have the right items here on it. Getting the extra armor and hull points. Make sure we don't have a fight going on. We do have a fight going on the other side, but I want to see if this one materializes. So the Sova continuing to fight. We have all of Tillinks' ships coming in here. Matthias is focus firing down the Gardas,
By our scryers.
and we'll keep an eye on that one. That one's also an even fight,
Exotics
although
by our scryers.
Avazereth has all these kobolds that are just very good at killing Tempests, so we'll see
By our scryers.
if there's too many Tempests now on Cyber Monkey to do their work.
Civilian structure
Matthias continuing to target their fleet. We see both a Plasma Nova and a radiation bomb going off. Very nicely played on the Acon here. Does have level 1 inspiring broadcast, so all of the disco balls going off on these ships, while we continue to see a lot of damage going out. Matthias does have shield regeneration 3, and has just enough Acolyte Corvettes that he's going to be very topped up on antimatter. We do see that the fight on the other side of the galaxy ended, so we're going to be in here to watch this one. So almost all of these flak frigates are dead. Math still has a significant lead here on the light frigate count, but we do see some shurikens coming in and no aircraft left over for Matthias. But I think the biggest problem here is that there is a rebirth now on this progenitor mothership, which means that at any point Matthias can just bring all of his ships back while also continuing to cast level 3 shield regen that is just going to be giving a significant number of shield back to all of his ships, even through radiation bomb, even through all the fire from these ships. So this level 6, like I said, continuing to get this shield regen off, and we do see a very significant chipping done into the Gardas, into the Cobalts, and into the Shurikens. We'll wait to see when he casts this rebirth. I know it's going to be coming soon. Do we have a fight going on over here? No. We just see Avazereth continuing to build up. Cyber Monkey is also built up, but a little bit behind on supply. Now this progenitor mothership can focus fire. Another radiation bomb. Radiation bomb, while good, really doesn't do that much into a shield regeneration. So we do see the rebirth go off. Instantly 15 corvettes come back, and we're back up to 50 light frigates. And these light frigates just have so little to shoot at. He's going to kill off as many of these kobolts as he can, probably then go after the Gardas. And then, as we can see here, this asteroid is going to get bombed out again, while this progenitor is just at full antimatter. These acolytes providing a lot of antimatter here. Look real quick at supplies. So it's still 336 to 210. Math is building a significant number of his ships over at this geomagnetic planet. And what we'll see here, so we see the Cobalts, or the Disciples continuing to focus fire down any ships that are in the well. We do see that Tillings has brought more gunships and more light frigates in, but he's still paling in comparison to what Matthias has here. And with just the constant shield regenerations, I don't think very much is going to die. And then the 4 Guardians also continuing to get the shield regeneration, and then also do the projections on anything that's even getting close to being damaged. We did see Tillings did get a retrofit bay up, but unfortunately it's already out of antimatter, and even if it was casting, not many of these ships are living long enough, because as you can see here, Matthias is continuing to focus fire ships down. There's very little that's going to survive here. Still 53 count of Disciples, continuing to rein in both Acolytes and Disciples. And unfortunately, I think Tillings, oh, he does have it. So he's got light factories on this planet, but those light factories have to go through 7 beams on the way out. So maybe not helping with the reinforcements that he needs. But these Acolytes have gotten a little bit out of control. We do see now that the Radiance has arrived for Math. Make sure nothing's fighting over here. Does have level 1 detonate antimatter and level 1 animosity. Is he going to be able to get it off to catch any of these frigates on the way out? No. But all of these Acolytes and Disciples are now free to fire on the capital ships. So Tillings at 256, 252. all the way into level 2 on the
Military structure complete.
1,000 fleet supply. Just not quite there. Cybermonkey looks to be supply blocked at 500. Does have a revelation out, as does Math. Tillings needs to keep getting these ships built. Now starting to go into the Stillet. Now those Stillets are still going to struggle with the number of acolytes that Math is running over here. So it's, I don't know if what they're planning to do with those is to maybe kill off the progenitor, or attempt to, because this progenitor is going to remain a problem.
I will deliver your order personally.
But looking at the other side, we do see that. Interesting. How's this?
Logistics
Oh,
upgrade complete.
Cybermonkey found a max fleet supply 200 artifact, so that's a good one that he picked up because he was currently supply blocked, and he didn't have the money to go into the compelled retribution. But we do see Avazereth now almost capped out, and a significant number of Gauss frigates coming in. What is this? 60 Gauss frigates on the way. Those will chew through just about any ship that enters any capital ship that enters a gravity well. So Cybermonkey needs to be very careful bringing his capital ships anywhere near this fight. Math continuing to build fleet. No new ships queued up. What's he spending his money on? Going backwards, I guess, for this volcanic planet. I really like the Smuggler's Den available on both of these homeworlds. A nice 10%, which is right on par with a level 2 of the Tith Sanctum. So very good ship to, or very good research to have with the pirates. So we do have another fight going off here. Avazereth has gone in against Cybermonkey. We do see the 6 turrets. We don't see repair on the factory. We do see a plasma nova go off though on this revelation. Revelation does have 1 point in Quell, which isn't going to be doing a whole lot for the amount of ships that we have here, but we see a lot of Cobalts, we see a lot of Disciples. However, these Disciples are not high enough count to deal with all of these Cobalts, and all of these Tempests, really there's not much for them to shoot at other than these light frigates. But these Gausses are just going to continue to shoot at these Radiances. Where are they shooting? Do we have a fight going on the other side? We do not. Alright, so all of these are focus firing on the Radiance. This Radiance is about to get shield burst off, does get the shield burst off. They're continuing to focus fire though. You can see those shields just chipping down, as well as this hull. So that Radiance has gone down. Marza now level 6, but does not have the antimatter available to cast Missile Barrage. May have been focusing on the concussion shell. Nothing there. All the Cobalts are shooting at the Tempests. Cybermonkey realizes it's probably time to run away. Is he going to get... Is this Rapture going to get out? No, I think that this Rapture is going to die to all of these Gauss frigates. There's no way that you can deal with 40 of them at a time. Yep, there it goes. Cybermonkey's continuing to fight over here. Do we have a fight on the other side? No, not yet. So zooming in here, we do see this Revelation being shot at. Everything is now focus firing it from Avazereth, including the frigates. We did see a concussion go off for a nice 8-second stun. Is that going to be enough to keep it trapped in the gravity well, or is it going to get out? It is, and it's dead. So now these Gauss frigates, now all of these frigates are here to target all the defenses. Do we have a fight going over here? Nope, still nothing over there. So Avazereth going to collect his 3 capital ship wreckages with his 1 Marza. We do have a fight going on the other side, so we'll jump over there. Still only the Marza as the capital ship here for Avazereth, so quite an interesting play. And we do see another big fight going off. A lot of Calebs here. What are these Calebs shooting at? Where are they? They're being animosity by this Radiance out in front. So the Radiant's taking a significant beating from everything. Well, every frigate in the well. It's continuing to be healed up by just about everything between the shield recharge from, where is it? The Temple of Renewal. So that's getting shielded. It's being regenerated by a, where is it? Does he have it? No, he doesn't. But continuing to cast shield regen, you can see just how large of an area that's affecting. Tilling's trying to focus fire down this progenitor because, as I'm sure we've all agreed on, the progenitor is the problem in this fight, so he's continuing to shoot at it, but there's only 3 Gauss frigates left, and Tillings thinks better of it. Retreats the fleet just to save what he's able to save. Both of these capital ships look like they're about to get out, but again, this progenitor just surviving so long here. Has the Votary Siphon for extra side power, has the Psykinetic Plating for extra armor, and is that the end of the game? That is the end of the game. We have a GG call. So Avazereth and Matthias continue their winning ways and win game 1 of round 2 on this map Shuriken. So Soma 1 and the Hermits 0.